What's going on, everybody? Jordan here from Attack on Anime, here to give you episode 8 review / reaction for Erase. Now this episode was cool. I was content with it. It's like, it wasn't very actiony, but it was cool. We're getting into the main entree right here. Erase was feeding us appetizers. Now we're ready for the main course at this point. So Kaio barely manages to hide from the intruder before he takes his leave after coming on the bus. Before he left, he kicked over a box and implanted a footprint on there. At this point, the killer is setting up the murder and he's leaving behind little clues and pieces so he can frame Yuki. The next evening, as Yashiro goes with some people from the Child Consolation Center to investigate Kaio's house, and Yashiro, again, is the teacher, Kaio tells Satoru and the others about the previous night intruder. So on the bus, Satoru starts rummaging around the place and he finds his rucksack that was left behind. And they open it up and they see all these obscure things. They see a mask, rope. Basically, they find the kidnapper's kit and the tools he's going to use to murder Hayo. At this point, Satoru notices that he's in the loop of the murder. This bus is where everything's supposed to happen. He now needs to get Hayo and everyone else as far away from this bus as he can. Satoru decides to take Hayo to his house. The mother knew he was going to come. She prepares dinner for Hayo and Satoru. They kind of have a family bonding moment, and for the first time in her life, Hayo felt at home. This was a very self-reflective moment for Hayo. She's used to being treated so bad and poorly at home that she can't even fathom what's going on here. She's speechless. Everything that Satoru's mom does for him and for her, it's just like, it's like Christmas for her. In the morning, Satoru's mom actually made them breakfast. And Hayo starts staring at the breakfast a little bit more. She goes into this flashback where she kind of compares her life now to her previous life from living at home. And she's eating like ramen noodles out of a can compared to this meal. And it's like worlds apart. It's like a 5-star meal right here versus a pack of grandma cookies. So she kind of has this revealing moment and she just breaks down and starts crying at this point. And I'm like, man, that's real. I don't know how that feels, but I'm starting to feel for her emotionally because I see what she has to go through at home. And anime, even though they're characters, you really feel for these characters at some point. Like, I'm starting to feel bad for her. Like, man, I know she's getting abused, but that's real. So then the next day, Satoru and his mom accompany Hayo back to her house, and we see Hayo's mom just in the room, just trashing the room, having a tantrum. Where's Kaio? Where's Kaio? Then she hears a knock at the door, and she hears Hayo's voice. And she comes out ready to just, Hayo, where have you been at work for the last 2 days? Where have you been? Ready to strike her. And then Satoru and his mom come up, and then the episode ends. I'm interested to see episode 9 because I want to hear the conversation between Hayo's mom and Satoru's mom. That should be interesting. Also, my predictions for the killer has changed a lot. Now that we know Yuki is officially being set up, we can kind of infer who the killer is at this point. And I think it's pretty obvious now. It's definitely the teacher. His motives are just too clean, too cut forth. He knows too much about everything, Satoru's whereabouts. How did he know that Satoru would have Kaio together? I mean, you know, but then you don't. But his hunch is just too well to sit right with me. It's definitely the teacher. I'm calling it right now. And that's it. Let me know what you guys think. Comment, like, subscribe, you know, all that good stuff. And I'll see you guys next time.